Well, good morning, good morning, good morning. Hope you're having a good morning. Ah, I want to have a little warm coffee here. We have a nice day today. 74 looks like out here. 74, 75, overcast. A little humid. We had some rain yesterday. Not bad, not bad at all. Hope you're having a wonderful morning as well. I have my little sip. Mm, that's good. So let's talk about prompts. Uh, So I downloaded an AI. It's called the Tavern AI, and the idea behind Tavern AI is that you can have a little conversation like you were in a tavern with somebody. Nothing too fancy. Whoops, it slipped out of my hand, Luna. Goodness gracious. Slimy. All right, that's why I always bit my hands off a little bit. A little slippery. So Tavern AI, you have a character that you have a conversation with. You can have that character be anybody you want. You've established that character by defining their attributes, uh, their descriptions, uh, other things of that nature. And there's a uh, language engine that you can go and get so that you can talk with that person or animal. I think I saw somebody had done one with a mouse, and it just allows you to have a little conversation with them. Uh, the keys to the kingdom are setting the attributes and then, of course, the prompts. Prompts are interesting because it's not little like characters, it's more like how much information is in what you're sending the AI to go decipher. So we get um, prompts for creating images, conversations, getting feedback. It is the new form of what we call Google Foo. It used to be, a little bit of a joke around the office, like, "How good is your Google Foo?" And that had to do with how well you were able to write something in the search engine to give you back information you really wanted, which is actually was quite delicate early on in the search engines because you could get back a lot of garbage that really didn't help you resolve the issue you were working on. Now with prompts, it's a little bit more normal to your language, so you can get a little bit more closer to what you would have as a conversation to somebody about things. Um, it's and it looks like they're going to have things like Auto GPT will have you could actually have longer forms of things and it'll break it down to prompts for you. Right now, if you look at Bing's chat, Bing Chat will actually show you the search criteria it uses to get the data in order to respond to the prompt that you wrote. I, I wish Bard did the same thing. It's a little bit more closed off, kind of like ChatGPT. In fact, I'm not even sure Bard is actually looking out at stuff. I haven't. I need to go research that. I know ChatGPT is locked down from searching unless you allow it to. And um, so you have those prompts. So right now, like on Twitter, a lot of AI people that I follow, they share their prompts, and people improve their prompts. And sometimes I use ChatGPT to improve my prompts. I was trying to get a image created for a role-playing game that I was doing. And when I asked about the image, I mean, when I got the image back, it wasn't quite what I wanted. And so I went to ChatGPT and said, here's my prompt for the image creation, and this is what I don't like about the return image. So ChatGPT gave me another prompt to use to get the image. I put that in, got a totally different result. However, it's still not exactly what I want. But I had time was up. I had to do some other stuff. And I'll go back to it later. But the nice thing about ChatGPT is I can go back to that conversation and say, and this was the problem. I liked the output as far as the image style and the way things looked. However, the people in the image look like uh, teenage kids. And what I want is actually a circle of gangsters and syndicate guys. So I want more of a physical variation between the different people in the circle. They, the ones that are in there, if you were to look at it, just a glance at some of the images, you would think it was almost done by some Japanese art for a high school. Very thin men and women, and they look very young. None of them, for instance, had a beard. All um, their hair was almost exactly the same, and it looked like something you would have for a school. Didn't look professional, even though I had said I wanted them in suits, and they were in suits. They just didn't look like they should be in suits. They looked like they were in school uniform suits, not in just being professional, which is what I was trying to go for. Now, the other image that I didn't like, they actually looked better. The people looked better. It looked too much like a photograph or a washed out picture, and I didn't want that. This was supposed to be a uh, drawing done by a character in his journal. So it's like he was there, he saw these seven people having a conversation on a hill in a park, and then he goes back and he draws that into his journal, and that's the image I wanted to put in. And so I haven't quite gotten there yet. So there you go. It is what it is, right, Luna? So, uh, prompts. I hope my children start learning how to use prompts soon. I hope they learn how to use them um, and flow with them. There are limitations to prompts that you have to understand. One of the limitations is you have Well, I think Dolly supports this, but most of the other ones I don't think do. They don't support reusing a character. So you get almost a new character every time you ask for something. So you get this beautiful or perfect, I won't say beautiful, a perfect representation of an individual, and then you want to put them in more than one scene. You can't really do that in most of the image engines right now. Everything's from scratch. And so Dolly, I think, allows you to do that. I haven't worked with Dolly enough. It's not as good an engine as some of the others, but it also has more of those features. So it's kind of like weird. It has robustness in some areas, and then it's not quite as good as others. So anyway, um, so I encourage you, if you're interested in AI, that you start to learn how to be proficient at prompts and how to talk to AI in order to get the information and the responses and the feedback that you want. Because that's going to be very handy to have going forward, especially in the near term when prompts are so critical in having the language engine act the way you want it to. So that's it for now. I'm gonna head back in, see if I can get that AI. So um, I need to start. I need to look into writing my descriptions and stuff. Right now, my descriptions are just stuff that I create on the fly. I need to get the AI to create my descriptions. That might be good. I think I can do that. So let me look into that. You guys have a wonderful day, and I'll talk to you later.